Hi there, future scientists and math wizards. Welcome to Smile Road. I'm Sir M, and I created this channel just for you, senior high school students looking to make science and math easier, clearer, and yes, even more fun. On Smile Road, we explore exciting lessons in general science and solve real life problems in general mathematics and learn how these subjects connect to the world around us, from floating boats to your monthly budget. Each meeting, I'll guide you through lessons using simple explanations, real life examples, and even a few challenges to keep your brain sharp. Whether you're reviewing for exams, catching up on class topics, or just curious about how the world works, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you won't miss any of our learning adventures here on Smile Road. So, are you ready to start this journey with me? Let's walk the road of knowledge with a smile. We are now dealing with lesson 4 of the quarter 2 about measurement and geometry for grade 11 general mathematics, and it's about calculating the volume of prisms, pyramids, cylinders, cones and spheres, and composite solids. So the intended learning outcomes, ILOs, by the end of this lesson, the learner should be able to A. Understand and recall the formulas for calculating the volumes of prisms, pyramids, cylinders, cones, and spheres. Apply the appropriate formulas to solve problems involving volumes of different three-dimensional objects. Letter C. Demonstrate problem-solving skills in calculating the volume of composite solids by adding or subtracting individual volumes. Letter D. Interpret real-life problems involving volume measurements in science, engineering, and everyday contexts. Letter E. Communicate mathematical reasoning clearly with proper units and logical steps. In the real world, we constantly deal with three-dimensional objects: water tanks, boxes, cans, ice cream cones, balls, buildings, and pyramids. Understanding how to calculate their volume, the amount of space they occupy, is important in fields such as engineering, construction, architecture, packaging, and science. This lesson will help you learn how to calculate the volume of prisms, pyramids, cylinders, cones, spheres, and composite solids, objects made up of more than one basic solid. Key concepts and terms. Letter A. Volume. The measure of the space inside a solid object measured in cubic units. Example, centimeter cube, meter cube. And we have the base area B, the area of the base of the solid, used in formulas. And letter C, height, H, the perpendicular distance from the base to the top. And then letter D, composite solid, a three-dimensional object formed by combining two or more basic solids. So in geometry, the volume of a three-dimensional object refers to the amount of space it occupies. Volume is always measured in cubic units. Example, cubic meter, centimeters, cubic meters, liters. Understanding how to calculate volume is important, not only in mathematics but also in science, engineering, architecture, and daily life situations like measuring liquid containers, storage boxes, and construction materials. Formulas for volume of solids. We have for prism, rectangular prism, triangular prism. That is V is equal to B, area of the base, times the height. And then the rectangular prism, the formula is length times the width times the height. Note that our area of the base here is length times the width. And then for triangular prism, the area of the base, our base is a triangle. We know that the formula of the triangle is 1/2 base times the height. So, the formula for a triangular prism is equal to 1/2 the base of the triangle times the height of the triangle times the height of the prism. Take note that the height of the triangle and the height of the prism, they really are different. The height of the triangle belongs to the area of the base. And then, for the pyramids, the formula is V is equals to 1/3 B times the height. Again, B is the base area and height is the perpendicular height. When we say perpendicular height, that height forms 90 degrees. Okay, so number 3, the volume of the cylinder V is equals to pi r squared times height. So that also came from the formula area of the base times height. Our cylinder has a base of a circle and the area of that base is pi r squared. That's why the formula of our cylinder is equal to B is equals to pi r squared. So just keep in mind that the volume of the formula of the volume is area of the base times the height. And then for the cone, the area of the base times the height. Okay, so we have here 1/3 pi r squared times the height of the cone. Why only 1/3? Because it occupies the lateral area of the cone is just simply 1/3 of pi r squared. And then for the sphere, the volume is equals to 4/3 pi r cubed. And then for composite solids, our total volume is equals to B1 plus B2 plus ellipsis minus the volume of the removed. So the total volume is the sum of the volumes of parts, subtracting the volume of removed sections if necessary. Real-life applications. Letter A, engineering and architecture, designing buildings, bridges, and dams. Letter B, packaging industry, designing cans, bottles, and boxes for storage efficiency. Letter C, sports, determining the volume of balls or stadium structures. Letter D, real-life application in our daily life, estimating water in tank, cement in a silo, or ice cream in a cone. Tips for learners. So always check units and convert them if necessary. Centimeter to meter or vice versa. Letter B. Identify the shape correctly before applying a formula. Letter C. For composite solids, break the figure into familiar shapes. Letter D. Round off answers approximately 2 to 3 decimal places. And then key takeaways, understanding the volume of 3D solids and their combinations is essential, not only in mathematics, but also in practical fields. By mastering the formulas and problem-solving techniques, you develop skills that apply to engineering, science, business, and daily life. Practice problems. Problem number 1. A rectangular prism has dimension of 8 cm by 5 cm by 10 cm. Find its volume. So we're given L 8 cm, W 5 cm, H 10 cm. Required volume. So the formula of the volume that we are going to use is length times the width times the height. Substituting the given data, the final answer is 400 centimeter cube. Number 2. A triangular prism has a triangular base with base 6 meters and height 4 centimeters and a prism length of 12 centimeters. Find its volume. So we're given the triangular base 6 centimeters. The height of the triangle is 4 centimeters and the length is equal to 12 centimeter. Require the volume. Area of the base is 1/2 the base times height. Substituting the triangle base and the triangle height, the answer is 12 centimeter squared. And the volume is equals to area of the base times the height or the length. And therefore, substituting now the given and the calculated values, the final answer is 144 centimeter cube. Number 3. A hexagonal prism has a base area of 60 centimeters squared and a height of 15 centimeters. Calculate its volume. Given area of the base 60 centimeter, the height 15 centimeter, required the volume. So the formula to use is area of the base B times the height. Substitute now the given data. The final answer is 900 centimeter cube. Number 4. A square pyramid has a base side length of 9 centimeter and a vertical height of 12 centimeters. Find its volume. So we're given the base side A 9 centimeter and we can get the area of the base to be A squared. Substitute the value of A, so the answer is 81 centimeters squared. And we're given a vertical height of 12 centimeter. So we are required to obtain the volume in centimeter cube. Use the formula for the pyramid. V is equals to 1/3 area of the base times the height. Substituted now the calculated area of the base and the given height. The final answer is 324 centimeter cube. We will have the next part of this lesson, number 4.